Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to KINETICS Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete... When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the field. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes,
breaks into the open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, Dave? And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7. And they register a sack early here on only the 2nd play of the game.
And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Oregon's offense. Field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening? And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Working the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Moulton. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted them.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Wide open spaces. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to...
Flying down the left side. Past the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got... Touchdown, Hawkeye! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. When that receiver got free, it was, and it's blocked. Now he can return this. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover.
Into the secondary on the right. Creates a little room. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's looking to pass. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Moulton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Pocket breaking down. Caught. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll run the screen. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Moore to the air. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards and get the first down.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Whittington. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Stumbled to the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Turning it on. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Moore will throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They kick it away on fourth down. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
There he goes! Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
On the direct snap, it's Stewart. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moore to the air. Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll go to the ground. Running into the open space. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Hawkeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to go up top. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try.
Number 18 on the field goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. He tries to take the top off. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Whittington. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to fire deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Steps away. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in Iowa City.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And this one... he stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Using his feet. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Ducks have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa has has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Pulls it in. It's Gill. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Moulton. Oh, he's got a chance. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got him, and nobody's close. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moulton. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. It's Gill. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Moulton. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Washington. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Splits the uprights. Good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A strike downfield. He's in open space downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play, just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. The pass rush comes through for you to create a negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're working that left side. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Gill. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Absolutely center cut. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to sling it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They're testing the right side here. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock. Keep the ball on the ground. Keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Smith wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Green. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got them on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
It'll be 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to try to return this one. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Brown will throw it. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
25.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. His drive will open from the 15. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Oh, he's got some space. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine.